Hey, this is Isaiah Austin. I'm hanging out with Cassy, Athena, and this is Through the Lens. I was the center at Baylor University for 2 years. I played my freshman and sophomore year. I decided to come out of the draft my sophomore year and found out that I was diagnosed with Marfan Syndrome. Ever since then, I started up my own foundation called the Isaiah Austin Foundation, which helps bring the awareness to Marfan Syndrome and help to try to find a cure. Ever since the draft, I've been getting, checked by my doctor, Dr. David Liang at Stanford for about 2.5 years now. And through those checkups, we've been monitoring my heart, making sure that nothing has changed, and he said that I'm stable, so I've been able to work out a little bit here and there. The first 1.5 years, he didn't really want me, doing too much because he still wanted to monitor my heart and everything, but I would say about 4.5 months ago, I was in Minnesota, and he cleared me and labeled me stable. So I'm able to make the choice if I want to go back and pursue my dream again. I think what really made my doctor decide to clear me is not everybody is made the same. So people with Marfan syndrome aren't all affected exactly the same. Like my case, I've been to all the Marfan conferences for the past 3 years. I've seen the different cases. Like I've seen people who are 7'6" in wheelchairs because their bodies are just too weak to carry them around. But I feel like my whole life I've been playing sports. I've been developing my body. I've been taking care of myself. I've been eating healthy. I've been active. I've been, I haven't been restricted from doing anything that I wanted to do. It helped me up to this day. So I would say that my case of Marfan syndrome is very mild compared to a lot of the cases that are out there. So that's what basically my doctor came to the conclusion about. He was saying, I feel that you're healthy. I feel that, he is a specialist. He says that he doesn't fear of any cardiovascular, defect that I'll have on the court. He said, so he's going to label me stable, and that's what he did. I am cleared. I am about to be out here pursuing my dream. It's been a whirlwind, it's been highs, it's been lows, but at the end of the day, it's been so much fun because I always had this passion, I always had this love for basketball in my heart, and not playing was that's just tough, man. All my friends hoop, so I'm around basketball 24/7, but now, I get to get back on the court with them, and it's crazy. I get choked up talking about it, man. I sat in the doctor's office and I cried next to my doctor. I remember I called my mom on the phone and I told her that he had cleared me, and all I did was hear her phone dropping in the background. I could just hear her sobbing because she was just tears of joy because we've just been through so much. I don't know, that woman is my strength, and just to be able to share that with her, share that news, and just to know that I'll be able to one day maybe play in front of her again, it just brings so much warmth to my heart. So I started up a foundation called the Isaiah Austin Foundation, and we basically strive to help people dream again. What does it mean to dream again? In life, everybody is going to face obstacles. In life, everybody is going to go through their ups and downs, and you might have plans for yourself that God doesn't have the same plans for you, so you're going to have to change your route. But there's also always a way to keep positive. There's always a way to surround yourself by the right people, and there's always a way, to keep moving in the right directions. We strive to help people dream again, and at the same time, we raise and build the awareness for Marfan syndrome. If you just look where I started from, I started in the 8th grade and had a retina tear. I had 4 emergency surgeries and lost my vision by the time I was a junior in high school. I wasn't supposed to be able to still play basketball. By the time I was a senior, I graduated top 3 in my class, in the country. I had my choice to go to any university I wanted to go to play basketball. I chose to go to Baylor University because it was a Christian school and it was close to home. I knew that I can grow not only as a ball player, but as a man, most importantly. When I decided I wanted to come out after my freshman year, I tore my shoulder in a workout, just randomly. So I ended up coming back to Baylor. I shared my story. Nobody knew that I was playing blind in my right eye. I shared my story with the world, and just the impact that I had with so many people around the world, it just inspired me to want to inspire more and more people. So when I found out about me not being able to play anymore because of Marfan Syndrome, you know, it's kind of like God had prepared me for all this, you know. He had started me at such a young age, and it's hard for people to really relate to that, because, you know, at the same time, you don't really take time to just sit back and reflect on your life. But now that I'm 23 years old, and I sit back and I reflect on my life, and I look, and I'm like, God has been setting me up for this moment. Ever since my doctor told me that I was cleared, you know, it's been in my mind, you know, I want to go chase this. You know, it's always been my dream. I want to go chasing it. And at the same time, I'm a God-fearing man, and I believe that everything happens in your life for a reason. So why would God put it in my doctor's heart to say that I'm cleared if he didn't want me to go and chase my dream and to share my testimony with millions of people around the world? You know, I'm doing this off of pure joy, man. Basketball brings me so much joy, and I feel like my testimony will help so many people around the world, man. I mean, I get choked up talking about it because my God is just so gracious and so amazing. You know, without him, I wouldn't even be in this position. Before we wrap everything up, man, I just want to give a shout out to God. I want to give a shout out to my mother, my father, my little brother, my little sister, my girlfriend, all the coaching staff at Baylor, all the Baylor players, Quincy, P-Jack, you know, Perry Jones, all my MBK brothers, Eric Moreland, Randy Floss, my man's right here. But I just want to give a shout out to all my real supporters, man. Torian Prince, LJ Rose. I love you guys, man. Y'all helped me get through this, so it's time.